Hello, ladybugs. How are we doing? Look at my Evie's right here. My little Everly. My little Everly. There's mommy's Everly. Huh? There's my Everly. Oh, you're such a good girl. You're such a good girl, huh? You're such a good girl. Yes, you're such a good girl. Oh, look at that sweet girl. How are you guys doing? Are you guys doing good? I hope so. I'm doing pretty good. Just hanging out. Bingo has hit 13 pounds. We are so excited for him. He's doing so good. I want to put this on somebody. This is, I think, 0 to 3 months. Let me see. I love Alexa's clothing. This is 3 months. I love, love, love Alexa's clothing. I wish I had I think I have the bonnet for this outfit. I have to find it, though. I have to find it. I have to find it, huh? I have. Boop, 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 boop. Wave that on your booty, huh? Here's Kaya. I'm not going to put that on her because she doesn't fit into 3-month clothing. She's a chunky monkey, huh? A chunky monkey. All right. Let's set her right there. And we will put that. I think I'm going to put that on Vienna. Morgan, you are so cute. You know that? Just adorable. Here's Vivi. Here's Miss Vienna. Here's Miss Vienna. Isn't she adorable? Look at that little face. That's the Charlemagne by Bonnie Brown. I wish I could sculpt. If I could, I would only sculpt babies that had these cheeks. And fat, chubby little legs. Because I love, love, love fat babies. Huh. I'll show you her legs when I get her undressed. So how are you guys doing? I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in. I'm hanging in. My legs are really hurting. They've been hurting tonight, and they were hurting last night. I think it's just with Bingo going up and down the stairs outside and just doing a lot of walking around with him. I think it's really wearing on my legs. And I dislocated my hip earlier today, so I think I dislocated it yesterday or the day before. I can't remember which day it was, but that certainly doesn't help. Look at this outfit. Isn't that cute? I love the onesies that have the little aprons, you know. I have another one I'll show you. Hold on. But I love the onesies with the little aprons. Here's another one with the little apron on it. See the little apron? I love the little aprons. I think they're so cute. So cute. So cute. So what have you guys been up to? Oh, I wanted to show you her legs before I dress her. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you those fat little legs. Look at those chubby legs. I like the babies that when they straighten their leg out, they have the knee rolls. I think that's so cute. That's more typical of a newborn. I think once they get a little older, those knee rolls kind of flatten out, but it's such a cute feature. I just love it. All right, this goes this way. Vienna, little Miss Vienna, little Miss Vienna. I hear someone moving around. I don't know who it is. It might be Bingo. We'll see in a second when whoever it is comes around the corner. Who is that? Huh? I don't know who it is. I can't see. I hear somebody moving around out in the hallway, though. This is really cute. I saw the same outfit in white on eBay, and I thought it was so cute. But it's like $30, and I mean, that's probably a good price for an Alexis outfit. But just in my own opinion, I cannot justify spending $30 on an outfit. If an outfit was like $7 or $10, maybe even $12, I could probably justify that, but $30 is more than I can afford to spend on an outfit. So anywho, I think if I had more money, I probably wouldn't care, but when money's tight, money's tight. And money isn't just tight, it's strangling. But if money problems is the worst thing I have in my life, I consider myself pretty lucky. You know? There's so many more bad things that can happen than just money. So I know a lot of people would disagree with that and say money problems are pretty bad, but I feel like if the worst thing you have to deal with is financial issues, you're doing pretty good. Look at that sweet girl. Oh, so cute. Her hair is so light that it's hard to see, but it's there. So what do you guys think of painted hair babies? I have quite a few babies with painted hair, and I love them. Don't get me wrong. But I think my preference is rooted. I'm not a huge fan of bald babies, like completely bald, although I do have a few that I love. I don't know. I guess it depends on the baby, actually, because I have a few that are bald that I really don't ever want to get rooted, that I just love bald. And then I have some that are bald that I would like to root. I think that I like, when I think about it a little more, I think I like rooted and painted hair top two, and then, sorry, rooted and bald top two, and then painted hair underneath that. Because I think when I think back, all the babies that I've wanted to get rooted have painted hair. And the bald ones, I actually haven't really thought about getting them rooted. So I think I like the bald, but I don't know. I like painted hair, but I just don't think it looks as realistic. I guess if it's really, really, really good painted hair, but I don't know. I'd say I like rooted top and then bald and then painted hair. Because the bald ones that I haven't even thought about getting rooted, but a lot of my painted hair babies, I've thought about getting rooted. So based on my behavior, I would say that I probably like painted hair less than I like bald babies. I'm looking for my, oh, I took it downstairs, my bag of hats and bows, because I was going to see if the bonnet was in there, but it's not, because it's not up here. Look how cute. Look how cute she is. She is so freaking adorable. One of my favorite babies. The other one that I want to get, or at least I've thought about getting, is Sorsha by Bonnie Brown. Is it by Bonnie Brown? I think so. No, wait, it's not Sorsha. It's, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I can't, maybe it is Sorsha. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I'll have to look it up, but there's a Bonnie Brown kit that I really like. But it's much smaller than this one. It's like a newborn size. And even though I've seen a couple, I have never like tried to get one because I'm so worried about the size, the very small baby. I don't tend to bond well with small babies. So you can see her hair in the back. I don't tend to bond well with small babies. So I worry about getting one that tiny because I'm afraid I won't bond with her. And it's such a rare kit and so hard to find that it's probably going to be super expensive or have like a really big trade. And I don't want to spend the time or the money on a trade that I'm not going to like. I find with myself that I just don't bond well with small babies, and I don't know why that is. When I first got into Reborns, because I love tiny little newborn babies, I thought, oh, I'll love the newborns, you know? So I ended up starting out with a bunch of newborns because that's what my aunt had, and she sent me her collection. And I didn't hardly bond with any of them. I think there was like one I bonded with. I just didn't do well at all with them. And then I got my very first baby was a Jessie, who's a 22-inch baby. And I just fell head over heels in love with her. But anything smaller than 22 inches, I really struggle to bond. So, yeah, that's kind of, I don't know, maybe they don't feel heavy enough. Maybe they don't feel realistic. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just know that I don't bond well with little babies. And certainly no preemies. I had the twin A and twin B, and I almost never picked them up. I ended up trading them. That was years ago, though. Look at that face. Look at those chubby cheeks. I wish she was silicone so I could squeeze the cheekers. Huh? So I could squeeze the cheekers, huh? She is so pretty. Look at that baby. She's got really, really pretty nails too. They're a little bit dark, but look how cute. Look at those nails. She's just got chunky little hands. Just a sweet baby, huh? Just a sweet girl. Are you a sweet girl, Vienna, huh? I was going to call her Charlemagne, but that's her kit name. You are so cute. You are so cute. Look at those cheekers. All right, let's see. So what do you guys think about painted hair versus bald or rooted hair? I'm trying to see where I have a headband because I know I left a couple up here. Hold on. Like Isla is an example. She is completely bald, no painted hair, and I have never thought about getting her rooted. But most of, like Evangeline, like most of my painted hair babies, I have thought about getting rooted at one time or another. There we go. That's cute on her little head. Look at that. Such a cutie pie. Here, I'll show you Isla. Hold on. Let me put Vienna down, my little Vivi. And here is Miss Isla. She is so cute. And she's 22 inches. She's the Alexis by Cassie Brace, or Love, whatever she's going by now. Huh. She's the Alexis. Look at that little booty. She's so cute. Let's change her. We haven't changed her for a while. Isla is such a little pumpkin. Yeah, Alexis and Evelyn, those another set of kits that I think could be fraternal twins. I have always thought of my Alexis and Evelyn's as fraternal twins. I absolutely adore Alexis and Evelyn. Evelyn is my all-time favorite kit. And Alexis, here, I have an Evelyn up here, but not the one that looks like Isla. I do have one that looks like Isla, but I can at least put... So don't look at the painting of them, because they're painted. These two are painted extremely differently. They don't look anything alike. But if you look at the features, the nose, the mouth, because they're both done by the same artist, you can see why I think they look similar to fraternal twins. Hold on, I'll show you Evelyn in a second. Let me just dress Isla. I have an Evelyn right behind me. All right, let's put these jammies on you, huh? My littler babies, I don't dress in the vintage outfits as much. I don't know why. I just feel like they are more comfortable in like pajamas or more comfy outfits, you know, cotton, soft. So I don't tend to dress them up all that much, like in dresses and vintage outfits and stuff. I just feel like, I don't know. I guess when my babies were little, I didn't put a lot of fancy stuff on when they were real little. It wasn't until they got a little bit older, you know what I mean, that I put more fancy clothes on them. All right, so here is Alexis. Now, if you just look at the features, don't look at the painting, but here's Alexis, and I'll grab Evelyn. So see, they look very, very different because of their painting. But if you look at the nose and the mouth and the features, they look, at least I think they look very similar. But this is an Evelyn. She has really soft, really pretty hair. This is Denver Rose. Little Miss Denver. We'll put the other jammies on her. Hang on, let me move little Isla. Huh, little Isla. There we go, Isla. Yeah, Denver is a beautiful baby. I love how soft and curly her hair is. When you wet it and scrunch it up, it looks so cute. So that's Miss Denver Rose. Miss Denver Rose, huh? This is what she was wearing. Little Scotty dogs and hearts. Sorry, my legs are aching a little bit. They hurt tonight. They hurt really a lot last night, and then they hurt again tonight. So just the muscles and the joints are just really sore, you know? Really achy. All right, let me get her shirt off here. I don't know what the European sizes are. Like this one says 70. What sizes? I think it's bigger than 0 to 3 months because this was really big on her. But I don't know what 70 is. So if you guys know what the European sizes are, then tell me in the comments what is like 0 to 3 months is what size in European, and 3 to 6 months if you guys happen to know. Maybe if any of you guys are from Europe, do you know what size 0 to 3 month is, or 3 to 6 months, or 6 to 9 months? It would be good to know because I should look it up. I'm always constantly wondering. And if for any of you guys who live in England, are your guys' sizes the European sizes, like the 70, 60, 80, 50, those kinds of sizes? Or are they 0 to 3, 3 to 6, those kind? I'm just not sure. I'm curious. So I know some parts, like Italy, I think, and like Spain, those areas use the European sizes, but I don't know about England. I can't remember. So any of you guys that know someone from England, or you are from England, tell me what sizes do you guys use? Her hair is so cute. And she's got super, super soft hair. Her hair is like velvet. It's so soft. I love her hair. It's curly, it's soft, it's adorable. And she's like the toe-headed baby, which I just love. I wonder why they call blonde toe-headed. It's kind of weird, you know? Look at how cute she is. My little Denver Rose. Look at her. She's so pretty. Her so pretty. Such a pretty baby. And I love her little red cheeks. She just looks so cute. Denver Rose. Denver Rose. All right, let me know if you guys know the answers to the questions in the comments, and I will check with you guys later. Love you. Bye.